This your boy Big Out the Quarterback, and this QB Talk the podcast. Get in when you fit in. And today, man, I got a special guest. I'm excited about this guest. Look, man, QCMedia, no matter where you at, I know you done heard of them. I know you saw them. In a few minutes, they gonna be global. But right now in Florida, look, man, they one of the foremost authorities when it come to getting the information out there. So I'm gonna say this, while I got the owner right here, man, QCMedia, that's my shade room. Man, talk to him, man. Introduce yourself, man. Talk to my guests, man.
Most definitely, that's love, man. My name J. Rod, CEO head, QCMedia. We've been running QCMedia for about 3 years. Started in the pandemic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know we're going to get into that, but definitely, yeah. Appreciate all the kind words, man. We got a vision. You know, we're trying to go global for sure, but, you know, just taking care of one step at a time, going in phases and things like that, but it's been love so far.
Man, look here, man. I'm going to say that one more time because I don't think they heard me. Yeah, I'm a QB, but that's QC. Look, man, right. I definitely got to get right into it, and I definitely want to give you your flowers on my show and let my audience know this. Just because I'm older and I'm more seasoned than I've been out here, it's guys like yourself that I still learn from. Mm-hmm. And so, bro, I appreciate your consistency. I appreciate your persistency. And I like the way that you deal with everybody.
Yeah.
So I want you to kind of let my audience know some of the advantages to not, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, to not really getting into different things that's going on, but kind of staying in your own lane and rocking your own mission statement. Can you just touch on that briefly for me?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, honestly, like when we started it, that was one of my major things that I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to create something that didn't have a bias.
Okay.
I didn't want to have it set up where, oh, he only messed with these people or he only messed with that people. We doing something for everybody. So I wanted to create an open platform for anybody.
Okay.
If you're doing music seriously, if you got businesses seriously, you want to tap in with us, the door is wide open. You know what I mean? And I think a reason you got to do that is, especially in a city like this, you know, I'm based out of Tampa.
Well, no doubt.
You know, this city, people look for something to say about you. You know what I'm saying? People look for a reason to dislike you. For whatever reason, I don't know. Right. So for me, it was just more about, I'm going to show love to everybody. I'm not going to play any favorites.
Right.
And when you do that, you start building a certain rapport with everybody where that's your reputation. Like that's your reputation is like, okay, nah, he don't play no sides. He cool with everybody. Even with the young rappers, you know, they might have their little things that going on. But at the end of the day, they all respect it and they know that I'm not in that. Right. I'm going to play your music. I'm going to play your music. My goal is to help y'all get seen, get views, get rich. You know what I'm saying? Get booked, get shows, all of that.
Right.
So, yeah, it's easier to move around the city and just there's no restraint. There's no real ceiling. The sky's the limit when everybody has something good to say about you. You're not playing aside. And, you know, it's to the point where if somebody does say something bad about you, they in the 1%, the 99% gonna be like, boy, you crazy.
Man.
Like, bruh, straight up, be 100.
Right.
So, you know, that was always something I wanted to do. And that's just me by nature. That's who I am as a person. So I wanted my company to be the same way.
Bro, you really accomplished that because I kept hearing your name ringing, and y'all did a great job of branding, but y'all be on the forefront of the information. And so even with people that do like I do, and even with the labels and the different consultants and things like that, bro, we can't be everywhere. So I'm going to be real with you, like how everybody used to wake up and look at World Star. Bro, you in my top 5 because I'm in the city, and Lord knows I love Tampa. I'm originally from Gainesville, but I'm I've been in Tampa, so it's kind of like I'm a Tampa guy.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the streets. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna act like I'm in the streets. I'm not in the streets. Right. I can't be everywhere. I got meetings. I'm flying in and out the whole nine. 2 other things that I just really, really want to touch on. Where did you get your passion from? I understand now, you know, what your mission statement is. You've accomplished that. But where did you get your passion for the entertainment and for the information, though?
I think it's twofold. One, I came to Tampa and I was into music. You know, we did music, we made songs. If you from Tampa, you heard our song way like back in 2010. It's my dog's birthday.
Okay, you know then tighten up. Yeah.
So, you know, we been in music and had relationships with DJs and promoters and all of that already. Right. So pretty much, like I said, 2020, the pandemic hit. and everybody was kind of just sitting at home.
No doubt.
So we was just like, well,
by force.
Yeah, we ain't had no choice.
Right.
And, you know, my partner is Big Chris.
No doubt.
You know, familiar with Chris.
Man, legendary.
You know
hey,
what
man,
I mean?
Hold up. Shout out to them boys. I knew Chris even back when he was at USF.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. So we, he was just like, let's do something, you know? So I was like, all right, cool. So we did like a rap tournament online.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Hold up. That was real big, and it caused a little turmoil. But it was the most watched. It was a Don King fight. But go ahead. My bad.
Yeah,
yes,
but that's how it's supposed to be. That again, that's Tampa. Like we thrive off a little bit of controversy. So, you know, it was something that we wanted to do and just give people some entertainment.
Right.
And also put eyes on the music scene, because a lot of people in the city hadn't really known a lot about Tampa rappers outside of, you know, the 2 or 3 that you know and been known for 10 years.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to do that. We did the tournament, and then after that, we was like, we want to keep the ball rolling.
Right.
And I said, okay, well,
because everybody was tuned in.
Yeah. You got the whole city looking. So like, you gonna drop that or you gonna keep it going? And I was like, nah, let's do a blog page. And you know, so that's where the information comes in, because when you run a page like that, you have to mix it in. I can't post 20 rappers back to back.
Right.
You know, that's not entertaining.
Right.
You have to create an entertaining platform and then mix in some music, you know, and hope that people stick around with you.
A little short over here in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Our attention span a little short.
Yeah, so you got to be tapped into what's going on in the city to make it a hub and make it a place where people come to hang out.
Right.
And so that was the main thing. As far as my passion, it's just anything I put my name on, anything I'm interested in and I'm going to actually do,
right,
I'm going to do it all the way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's just...
It ain't no half.
Yeah, like, because we about quality. Like, even with the graphics, from the time I started to now, like, my graphics are better than I did that. Like, just self-taught, like, just learning things.
Hold up. Now watch this. Respectfully, I just learned 3 things since we've been here right now. Mm-hmm. And so that's why it's so important for people to get your story. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Nah,
because, and this the last thing, and I'm gonna say this on my show as well. Y'all making it look easy now. So I'm sure it done been a couple of people, a copycat, somebody who done tried it. Because y'all making it look easy now.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, people try, like, you know, I've had people ask me if I could start one for them.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't have time for.
That's real. They want you to franchise.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
yeah.
In due time.
But that's a compliment too now.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's a compliment. I'll take that. Right?
I don't take any of it as disrespect. Like, I respect it.
Right.
But then you also have people that start them up and try to do it, but they don't understand to do it at a certain level. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of sacrifice.
Right.
You know, your personal time, until you get to a point where you hiring staff and you got other people putting stuff together. Until you get to that point,
right,
you doing 10-hour days, 12-hour days on your phone, looking for information, talking to other sources, and mixing in the music. You know what I mean? And everybody ain't built to do that. So eventually they're going to fall off.
So watch this. I love what you just said, and I'm glad you let my audience hear that. But what about having to do all of that and still having a full-time job?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that because, like, again, like you said, we make it look easy.
Right, oh yeah.
I'm not telling people my whole story like they don't know that. But yeah, I work, you know, I have a real 9-to-5. Like, I work in accounting.
So you can't make a mistake. You got to be focused.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, because you make a mistake, it's fraud. No,
yeah, you know, hey, you do the wrong thing.
Right,
you can definitely land in some trouble, even if it's not with the government.
Right.
The CFO, you know what I mean?
Man, come on.
You can definitely land in some trouble. So, yeah, like, I have to balance those things out. And it's important, like, to me, again, it was just circumstances. Like, before COVID, I was working, you know, from my office.
Okay,
so
right.
COVID hit. Okay, now we're working from home.
Right.
So it kind of gave me the flexibility to where I can balance my 9-to-5 with what I'm doing with, you know, QCMedia.
Right.
And, you know, grace of God, you know, I've been able to stay active and do what I'm supposed to do with my 9-to-5 job, to where they cool with me staying home. They like, as long as you're doing your work, you're getting it done, they not tripping. So, but yeah, it's important to me. I couldn't do QCMedia the way I would like to do it if I didn't have the stability of, you know, my 9-to-5. And, you know, so that's important for me. Like, I'm not, even with the rates that I charge for promo and stuff like that, I'm not pressing nobody. I'm not DMing artists like, yo, come tap in with me, you know, shoot me this. Like, I don't ask anybody to promote anything with me. Like, I want it to be organic.
Right.
you know, if you see me and you think I'm providing a service for you, like I can help you out,
Right.
then come, let's make it make sense. And then like I said, I'm not charging your arm and a leg because I already have income coming in from something else. So I don't even come off like I'm hungry or thirsty. I like to come off like I'm literally just doing it because I enjoy to do it and I want to help people out.
And bro, it looked like you having fun. We can see your passion. You definitely touched on the things that I wanted you to touch on, and I just want to reiterate one thing to all of the other entrepreneurs that's thinking about jumping. And I know everybody say just jump. The only reason that I don't advise it, I don't want you to stand still, and I don't want you to procrastinate. But I do want you to have a little cushion or have the right support system or have something like what we're talking about that helps you sustain. And I want you to let my audience know, even when you work in your dream and your passion, the bills still come. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, especially in Florida.
Okay.
Right, inflation real over here right now.
And so the last thing that I want to speak on is this, bro. I know you've already broke the ceiling and at this point you're a household name, but what's next for you guys? Because I see you short term and you've already accomplished it. People are talking about you guys in a great way. Your brand is strong. And again, people want to meet you. Right? So what's next? That's what I want to know. What's the long term for QC?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's not really an aspect of the music industry we don't want to touch.
Okay.
You know, so like I said, coming from a corporate world, like I look at things from a long perspective. So I'm looking at 3-year plans, 5-year plans.
Talk to
you know what I mean? So this is just phase 1 to me. It's like I'm
There you
living
go.
in it.
Right.
But like sometimes my head's in the clouds because I'm so far into the future with what I want to do. So there's things that we want to do. We want to do podcasts. We want to do interview series. Want to get in the studio with artists and help create the type of music that really I think the industry needs right now.
Okay,
you know, because if we're looking at rap, it's kind of falling off as a genre.
No doubt.
And I think a lot of it is because, you know, people that have experience with music and know what people want to hear aren't really helping the younger artists, like, give them that direction. Like you said, you're the quarterback, so sometimes you got to get in the studio with them and tell them, like, yo, this the type of beat. Try this beat. Really work on the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go in the studio 4 days a week for a year and not drop one hit. What you doing? You wasting time and resources. Take your time, like, come together, like, come up with a song that's going to be bigger, a big song all over the world. That should be the goal every time you get in the studio.
And let me say this, because I don't want to disrespect nobody, because my whole point is to speak life.
Mm-hmm.
But the world's so big, bro. It's so much more going on than just our neighborhoods and the local scene.
Yeah.
And that's how come when you look online and you see my hashtags, it say, of course my QB Talk one, but it say skyscrapers. The skyscraper hashtag to me says that, dog, I'm about big stuff. I'm not hate. So in my mind, if I'm crazy, let me be crazy. But I want to do it big. My other one says global, not local. That don't mean that I don't love my local people. I'm just saying, for me, my aspirations. Bruh, I'd love to go to France and do 30-day tour and come home with that little management percentage of what that artist just made for 30 days. You feel me? And that doesn't mean that I'm disrespecting E-Boy, because we got to start from somewhere. And so the last thing that I got to say to you, man, and I just want to make sure that you know, from a respect standpoint, bro, I'm behind you 1,000.
That's love, bro.
The 2 to 3 things that you say you want to do, those are 2 tools that's in my box. So if it's ever a tool that you could get out my box that will be beneficial to you, bro, call me, because I see you everywhere and I see you genuinely helping people.
Right.
And so this is not even me wanting nothing from you. I'm just saying, bruh, in 2 or 3 years, boy, you gonna have the whole catalog. They better be nice to you, boy. They better be nice to you. So again, man, do you got any shout outs that you want to do before you get out of here, man?
Nah, no shout outs, bro. Just appreciate you for having me. Everybody that's been rocking with QCMedia for the last 3 years, appreciate y'all. Like, we going up. If QCMedia go up, Tampa go up, Florida go up. So That's the game plan, you know what I'm saying? We all going up together, and that's why I love what I do, because it's not a one-man thing. It's not one person being successful. If I'm successful, if QCMedia is successful, that's going to put eyes on the whole area. So appreciate y'all and keep rocking, man. Most def.
Hey, man, this your boy, Big Amp the quarterback. QB Talk the podcast. Get in where you fit in.